All right. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. Woo. There is definitely a party going on right here. Woo. Greetings, and salutations, blissful I'm about to say blissful evenings. It's afternoon, right? Woo! Why are we celebrating? What's with the celebration music? Because it's March, and it is my first time streaming live on YouTube, and I got it right! Woo! I'm so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, I hope the lighting looks good. I hope this works out well. Oh my goodness. Man, hopefully they can see me. I pray that the microphone is working properly so that you guys can actually hear me. So if anyone is in the chat, anyone comes on, let me know if you can hear me clearly. Can you see me clearly? And I'm using the cam through my actual laptop. I have my other little portable camera set up, but that just kind of wasn't working out well. So I was like, scratch it. So, can we breathe in? Can we breathe in all that good prana right now? Can we breathe? I know I missed you guys on last week. I know. However, I did a fast, and I was doing a tea fast, and so I wound up I was feeling great the next day, and then all of a sudden I just felt like and so my energy was yeah. And I said, you know what? I could push myself and I could do it. I was like, because I know everybody's like, what happened? What's going on? But I was like, I want to be able to come and give you guys all this good energy and always want to pour into you and be at the top, the top level of joy. And so if I can't do that, I'd rather not do it at all. So that's why I was like, I will see you guys next week live on the YouTube. Blessings to everyone that is in the chat. I have to figure out how to be able to connect it and see you guys so that I can read what you're saying in the live chat. Maybe I can go to, and forgive me guys, because I'm not really that technical savvy. So maybe I can go through my channel. If anyone knows how to do that, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I'm seeing it says okay, that's not going to work because that's not going to work. Okay, so, maybe I can still read it from here. Hopefully. I'm like, yes, I see. Hey, greetings, love the universe. Greetings. I'm like, greetings, peace. I'm like, oh my God, I can see you guys. I'm excited. Okay, so let's go through all those little pleasantries. For all of those that are new tuning in, this is Mindfulness Mondays. What is mindfulness? It's being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your mannerisms, your environment, everything around you and what you are projecting moment by moment. And so every Monday I pull these handy dandy, lovely self-mastery cards. And what is it all about? It's about understanding and learning how to master yourself in all ways. So all these cards have lovely little words on them. And each week I pull what it is you are to master and to be mindful of during the week. And then after that, I follow it up with these lovely power cards, which has your power to face, your power to pack up, your power to discern, your power to withdraw from. We got to know what our power is so we can carry that out through the week as well. Because as I always say, a lot of us are walking around here feeling like we are powerless. But you have to understand that you are the actual power. Yes. So we have all the power. We have everything that we need. Everything that we desire is within us. We just have to boop, flip that switch and activate it. Yes? Everybody in the chat room say, yes, I have the power. Say, yes, I am the power. Woo! I draw upon the source, which is the all power. Right? So, let me see. Did I go through everything? Let me think about it. Oh, yes. And if you are saying to yourself, sister, I love the self-mastery. Sister, I love all the cards, but I need a little bit of extra help. I need to be able to release and let go of what no longer serves me, and I'm having issues doing that. Head on over to my website and sign up and schedule your Get Your Mind Right session, where I promote the method of keeping it real and raw. And what does raw stand for? Releasing what no longer serves you. Accepting your responsibility for your journey and your experiences, and then walking in your authenticity and authority. Yes, so that's the raw method. So if you need to get your mind right, go on over there and hit that schedule button. I guarantee you it'll change your life. It'll change your life. And everyone that has had a session with me is like, woo, thank you. They like, I've laughed, I've cried, I got angry, and then now I'm happy. So thank you. Woo, okay. Let's dive on in. This week we are talking about the nerves. What's got on your nerves? What's on your nerves? What's in your nerves? What are you exposing your nerves to? That is the question. So I, of course, being the wonderful, wonderful nerd I am in all its powerful aspects, shout out to all my nerds out there. Shout out to all the scholars. Shout out to all of you who love to research and learn new things, because I love it. I love it. Do you? I do. So I've got my handy dandy. Ooh, that's what I always talk about. Journal. And you guys know I have like 50,000 journals. I love to journal. So I have my Inspire journal. And I have this one that says, Strong Women Make Waves. Strong Women Make Waves. And then I have another one that says, You Got This. And, I always promote writing in your journal is essential. So it's writing down your thoughts. It helps you to magically manifest what it is that you desire. So when you're writing it down, you get to visualize it, and you're writing. So I always promote doing your affirmations in the new day as soon as you arrive, after you consciously do your breathing techniques, consciously being aware of the breath, because the breath is life. So then you get up and you write those wonderful affirmations, and then you write what you're grateful for and your intentions for the new day. Set your intentions for the new day. Let's go in here, because I see some of you guys are typing. Let's see if it's still yes. Blessings, beloved boys. That is my brother right there. He has been supporting from day one. Love you. Blessings. Let's see. He said, it is Blissful Monday, organization of togetherness for the entertainment and better of us all. I'm humbly and extremely thankful. Yes, I am humbly and extremely thankful for everyone that's joining today. So I get so excited. I love this. This is what I love to do. So we're going to talk about the nerves today. And I thought that, again, like some fun facts that probably maybe most of us don't even know about the nerves. Starting with, did you know that there are 100 billion nerves in the brain alone? 100 billion. And the reason why I want to break down some of these facts to you guys, because when you say to someone, you getting on my nerves, or I'm getting on my nerves, or this gets on my nerves, I want you to really understand what you're saying. You are talking about that person or that thing or that thought is really getting on 100 billion little microscopic things that's running all through your body, that's responding to what you are exposing yourself to. So the next time you say that, you're going to think real deep, like, ooh, it's 100 billion just in your brain alone, 100 billion. And 13.5 million in the spinal cord. 13.5 million. nerves in the spinal cord. Isn't that deep? Like, is that like mind blowing to some of you? Because it was mind blowing to me, like truth. I was like, wow, that's a lot of nerves. So then there's what the neurons. They take up and send out electrical and chemical signals to the other neurons. And then there are 4 types of neurons. And the ones we basically going to be talking about today are the sensory. The sensory. So what's that root word? Sense. Okay, what is that? Senses make you aware, right? Of what's going on, of what's happening. So we have all of our lovely little senses, you know. And the greatest one for me is definitely touch. Touch. So the sensory neurons deliver electrical signals from the outer parts of the body, which are the glands, the muscles, the skin, into the CNS system, which is the what? Central nervous system, what compiles of what? The skull and the spine, okay? All this good stuff, that brain and that spine. And what most people don't even understand is that during the gestational stage for the fetus, the first thing to develop is what? The skin comes first, and then the central nervous system. The central nervous system. So you have to say to yourself, wow, those 2 things are the first to develop. Why? People don't understand how important the skin is just in general. It's like the skin is the largest organ of the body, and most people don't even look at the skin as an organ, but it is. It's an actual living, breathing thing. And it's so magical. I'll never forget one time I was just sitting, right? And just thinking one day about, like, wow, how the skin is like rainproof. You know, it's like weatherproof, so to speak. And like how the droplets just kind of like fall, it moisturizes the skin. It soaks up what it needs. And then the rest, it like dispels. But how magical that is. It's breathing, you know, and the nerves that run under the skin to make it so that we can feel. You know, it's I've been studying, you know, Tantra for quite some time, and it's people don't understand like the power, you know, of the touch, the power of the skin. And if we would really just sit and have an awareness of everything that the skin feels during the day, you would understand like the like pleasure in it, you know, from the soft breeze. How many of you love like on a summer day, right? And you're sitting, and all of a sudden that good breeze comes through, and you feel it on your skin. How pleasurable is that, right? It's like, ooh, oh, you'd be like, yes, blow. Again, it's the little tiny things. Or when you're in the shower, you know, and you step in and you feel that hot water beating down on your skin, and you're like, ooh, it's like a massage, right? It's massaging, and you're just like, oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. The skin is magic. It's magical. And we do not give it enough credit. We do not take the time to sit and think about these sensory neurons and the job that they do and the gift that they bring us, right? So I want, again, this whole lesson, I want you guys to really like open up your minds and really like go deep with this, because we're like so surface level, most of us, right? We think about things on such the surface because we got 10,000 things going on in our lives, and we're busy little bees, and we boop, 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 and then we worry about all the things that are so minuscule, right? We take the time to sit and worry about this and worry about that and have anxiety about this and think about that. But we don't take enough of the time to sit and think about what really counts. The small pleasures that we're missing out on every day that we don't even like, you know, again, pay attention to because we think that it's like, okay, like the skin. But you'd be surprised how if you just sit for a moment and taking the small pleasures, you know, as they say, having wild eyes like a child, you know, like think about little kids. They enjoy everything. They take in everything. Everything is pleasure. Every little thing they see and they touch and they smell and they hear is like, wow. We got to get back to that. So, getting back to the text. So sensory neurons deliver electrical signals from the outer parts of the body, the glands, the muscles, the skin, into the central nervous system. Then we have the motor neurons, which carry the signals from the central nervous system to the outside parts of the body, right? So that's all those good old motor skills, whether you can move around. It's like, oh, hey, shake my hand and give me a hug. That's all your motor skills. Driving that car, it's like telling it what to do. So, so those are your motor skills: running, walking, singing, dancing. So all of those good things. Then we have the receptor neurons, which sense the environment. And I want you guys to pay attention to this too. So these are the receptors. The receptors, which means what? Receive. So this senses the environment, which is light, sound, touch, and all the chemicals. Let's not miss that. The chemicals. So your body, these neurons, okay, are receiving messages from the chemicals and everything that you surround yourselves with. That's important because, again, a lot of us not thinking, we put ourselves in different situations and different environments and not thinking that our bodies are picking up all this stuff. They are responding to what we have placed ourselves around. Let's go back and check the chat, see what you guys are saying. Yes. And the skin replenishes every every 35 days. Good one, beloved. Thank you. The skin replenishes every 35 days. I love it. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, see, you are the power. So, so it's important that we place ourselves in good environments and productive. Because I always say good, bad is relative, but productive and positive environments because your body is absorbing all these things. These little neurons is picking up all of that. And again, we're talking about is 100 billion of them and 13.5 million of them in the spinal cord. And that's, again, that is just the brain and the spinal cord. We're not talking about the peripheral nervous system, which is the rest of the body. Okay? We didn't even talk about the number of how many nerves is in the rest of the body. We're just talking about the freaking brain and the spinal cord. Okay? So, yeah, we got to be serious about what we surround ourselves into. Okay, so they pick up on these light, sound, touch, and chemicals around and then convert it into electrochemical energy that is sent by what? The sensory. So after it picks up all this stuff, it then sends this electrical chemicals down to the sensory neurons, right? And so they're sensing everything. And they're like, ooh, okay, this is how we're supposed to feel. Ooh, this is how we're supposed to this is what we're supposed to do. So it's like if you sit up there and you're like listening, let's say you're listening to sad music. Here we go. You then picked it up. The neurons, they send it to the sensory. And then now all of a sudden you like, what? You sad right along with the music. You watching a sad movie. You sad right along and you sitting up there like, woo. And then here comes the tears because, again, your neurons is picking up on the senses, the waves, the frequencies of whatever it is that you are surrounding yourself or putting yourself into that environment. And so then we have two parts of the nervous system, what we talked about, which is the CNS, which is the central nervous system. And then we have the PNS, okay? And the peripheral nervous system, which I said, is the rest of the organs in the body, which is like the intestines and liver, and they all just doing their job just without your knowledge. They doing what they need to do without you. Breathing, you know what I mean? Breathing. You don't even think about that sometimes, like, I'm breathing on my own. Like, wow. Not knowing or understanding that there's nerves that's controlling that too, Magical. Okay, but then within those nervous systems, there's two types of nervous system. It's involuntary and voluntary. And I was just talking about the ones that are involuntary, the one that controls the processes in the body that you don't even consciously think about, which is your heart rate, your breathing, metabolism, all that good stuff. But then you have the voluntary system, which is the somatic system. And this controls things that a person is aware of and can consciously control, which is the moving of your arms and legs and and all of that other good stuff. Eating, playing games, all those good things that we can control. And I'm just gonna like skim through because I'm like, I don't want to, like, you guys be like, this is a whole lesson going on, like But again, I get excited about this stuff because I'm like, I like to know. I like to be in the know, and I want to know all the parts of everything that I'm speaking about before I really get into the lesson or the text. So I'm going to give you guys a little background so you can know how important nerves really are and how you should really, 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 really be more attentive to, again, where you put yourself and in what environments and what you expose your lovely nervous system to. So then we have the sympathetic nervous system. So it tells the body to get ready for action, physical and mental activity. So it's kind of like what they call it, like the gas pedal. So it's like that controls like your fight or flight. You know what I mean? That's that fight or flight. So it's like that's the sympathetic nervous system. It's like, ooh, am I gonna fight? Ooh, am I gonna flee? Ooh, and it's like, it's like on the gas pedal, like, it gets you revved up. That's what sends all that adrenaline to your body to get you like ready to fight or flee. So, and then we have the parasympathetic nervous system, which controls the bodily function when a person is at rest. So like your digestion and all that good stuff. You're really sleeping. And it's like, it's like, I'm chill. I'm chilling. I'm doing what I need to do. You know, it's all good. So those are nervous systems. And again, that is the importance of all of that good stuff. So the next time, again, you think about your nervous system, you're going to be a little bit more attentive to what you're surrounding yourself with. And within the skull, I didn't talk about that. We have the amygdala, you know, which sends all of the messages down to the hypothalamus. And we all know that the hypothalamus is the most important, like the command center in your skull. And this sends out all the messages to the rest of the body to let you know what we going to do and how we going to do it. Have you ever seen Osmosis Jones? Anyone ever seen that movie? If you have never seen Osmosis Jones, then you guys need to take a look at that movie. Love, love, love that movie. You really want to like kind of like a depiction of what goes on in the body and how the body reacts to stimulus and your environment and the things that you eat. That is the movie you need to see because it really breaks down everything for you. And it's so freaking entertaining. I love that movie. Love that movie. Beloved Boy said, they admit it is a multitude of many miniature brains wiring in accordance and harmony. Yes. Okay. The study number two. Okay. Yes. Love it. Get your study on. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. A brother in his studies. Ooh. Empress Jenny. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, Empress. Peace and blessings. I got a reading from Empress yesterday, and she just was like, boom, 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 hit me with a bang, 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 and I was like, oh, okay, yes, thank you. So, shout out to Empress. Okay, and everyone that may be just tuning in, if you have your handy dandy book, this is what our lessons have been coming from the Science of Mind. Fantastico book. Love it. So, the lesson on nerve troubles. So that's on page 465. If everyone has their books, you can turn with me and we can read. It says, as we come to realize that thoughts are things, we shall also see different kinds of thoughts will produce different types of effects. There is but one final truth or reality, but it is always presenting us with varying forms of itself. These forms are temporarily mishaps by the creative power of our own thoughts. And we already know through all the other sessions that thoughts equal things, right? Everything that we think, we create. Everything you see around you was a thought first. And then, because of that thought, came a what? An effect. And an effect of that was, then there's the cause, which is everything that we see. And that's how we create things in our lives. You know, so if people really think that there's this outside thing that's controlling, or sometimes people you feel like you got something against you. And it's like, why is all these things happening? I don't understand. And you got to start here. That's where you need to look. You got to start here first because this is where it begins. You control everything. And it's usually those thoughts in the subconscious mind that are just being spewed out, and you don't even know what's happening. It's just like firing off, and you're in this deep thought, or you're not even in a deep thought, but because you've had all these thoughts before, they just in there, and they're just recycling. So if you have a negative thought about yourself, and you wonder why situations keep coming back to you because of this thought, that's why. So, where were we? For we must not forget that what we call our thought is really the place where we are using creative mind itself. Yes. Our thoughts is creative, not because we will it so, but because it already is so. Okay? We cannot change this nor escape from its effect in our lives. Exactly. Thoughts become things. It just is so. You can't stop that. That's something that you cannot control. It is. So the only thing that you can control is what thoughts you are putting out. That's what we can control. And most of us feel like we can't control that either. Our mind is, we just let our mind just run amok. The subconscious mind is just all over the place. And we got to rein it in. We got to connect to our super consciousness, which is what that third level of consciousness. You got the conscious, subconscious, and then your super consciousness. You know, you got to rein that in and open up that aspect. Once you know who you are, you remember who you are. Then you can enact it just like that. But it's really the process of eliminating all those negative thoughts, putting those experiences into the category which it needs to be in, which is what the PAST, which is the past. And when I say to people that the past does not exist, people be looking at it like, what you talking about? Yes, the past doesn't exist. And I say, yeah, it only exists in your present when you bring it from its past. When you keep talking about it, when you keep thinking about it, when you keep bringing it forward, yeah, then it does exist all over again. But if you think about it, it's over. It's done. Past is past. It's gone. It's gone. You can't change it. You can't manipulate it. You can't maneuver it. We ain't got no time machines. You know, we can't just get the time machine and say, hey, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to change this thing. No, but what you can do is do better going forward, right? Learning from that, transmuting that energy and saying, okay, I've had that experience. I know the effect of it, right? And so now, but I know what caused it. And so I'm not going to put myself back in that situation to have that effect again. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Consequently, we see that certain thoughts would depress while others would exalt, and all according to the one law governing our lives. With this in mind, then we understand what is meant by saying that certain thoughts should be used in treating certain causes or cases. Let us consider what kind of thought to use in treating nerve problems. We do not deny that people suffer from this or any other cause. We do, however, affirm that thought may help and has the possibility of completely healing them from the trouble. The nerves certainly represent the highest form of intelligence running through the flesh. Did you hear that? The nerves represent the highest intelligence running through the flesh. The highest intelligence. Why? We just broke it all down. Because there's billions of them. Billions of them. And billions of them control what's happening up in here and are receiving, okay, right? The receptors of what we are placing ourselves into, what we are exposing ourselves into. So they are of the highest intelligence. So it's like, what knowledge are you feeding that intelligence system? Knowledge, no, right? To know the land. Woo! Excited. Okay. We do, however, affirm that thought may help and has the possibility of completely healing it from trouble. The nerves certainly represent the highest form of intelligence running through the flesh. They really represent mind in the highest form it takes as it controls the human body. The general treatment for nerve disorder should incorporate thoughts of what it says? Peace, poise, and power. Peace, poise, and power. Power. Because what did I start off saying at the beginning of this? You have the power. You are the power, right? There is no strain or struggle in the universe. Can we repeat that one more time? There is no strain or struggle in the universe. Let's take that in. Let's breathe that in. And let's exhale all the rest. There is no strain or struggle in the universe. All the actions of life are harmonious, steady, sure, and quiet. Because the nerves are so responsive to thought, they react immediately to a statement of harmony. They react immediately to a statement of harmony. Immediately, soul tribe. They react immediately. So as soon as you put yourself in a state of poise, what does it say? Poise, peace, and power. The 3 P's. Poise, peace, and power. Your nerves react immediately to peace. Can we breathe in some peace? We're going to do breathing one more time. Let's breathe in some peace. We're going to hold that peace. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. We're going to let it go. And inhale. Exhale everything else. In that, your nerves responded immediately. And you feel that calm? Do you feel that peace? Now imagine if you consciously did that throughout the day, putting your nerves into that state of peace and poise and power. Imagine how it would change your life. When you're feeling a little bit of anxiousness, when you're feeling a little upset, or when you're feeling angry or sad or depressed or whatever, you breathe in that peace, power, and poise, and have those receptors, your sympathetic nervous system, your sensory neurons react immediately. Let's keep on breathing. The general treatment for nerve disorders should incorporate thoughts of peace, poise, and power. All actions of life are harmonious, steady, sure, and quiet. Because the nerves are so responsive to thought, they react immediately to a statement of harmony. An understanding of the truth that good alone is real and true gives us the faith essential to an establishment of a firm, unwavering mind, which is necessary if one is to have firm, steady, sensitive, quickly responding nerves. Our thought must never waver from the premise of one power, which is an impersonal, infinite power for good. Impersonal. That power is impersonal. It just is. It's already there for you to tap in and tune into. It's already there. Let me check in with you. What you guys are saying. What are you saying? Yes, 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 yes. Yes. It's already there. Just tap into it. Tap into it. It's impersonal because it's there for everyone. It's there for everyone to tap in and tune into. Yeah. Okay, so we train our mind to contemplate the good, the enduring, the true. That which has caused depression, discouragement, or indecision must be neutralized by our refusal to allow it to register. Did you read that? It must be neutralized, nulled, denied, deactivated, shut down, binded, kicked out, all those beautiful things, by our refusal to allow it to register. Do not allow it to register. As soon as that thought comes in, you banish that thing and you replace it with some positivity. You replace it with that pures. That poise, power, and peace. You replace it with that. Replace it immediately. Because you are in control. You are in control. Moving on. What does it say here? Realize that the spirit within you manifests as perfect harmony. And that every cell, atom, and organ of your body is functioning according to the divine law. You say, I am filled with the peace, strength, power, and decision of spirit. Write that down for all of those who do not have the book. Write this down. I want this to be your affirmation for this entire week. And I want you to say it in the new day, in the afternoon, and in the evening. I want you to repeat it 3 times in each interval. You are to say, I am filled with the peace, strength, power, and decision of spirit. Say it. Say it and mean it. Say it and leave it. Say it and understand it. Say it and know it. The life force flow freely, peacefully, and harmoniously through every atom of my body. I am complete and perfect now. Ooh, what did I say? The life forces flow freely, peacefully, and harmoniously through every atom of my body. I am complete and perfect now. The all-powerful mind of the indwelling Christ is in me dissolves and dissipates from my mind all belief in indecision, anxiety, depression, and discouragement, for I dwell in the realm of peace. I dwell in the realm of peace. Christ consciousness here, okay? The consciousness, the Christ consciousness for all those that understand what the Christ consciousness is, okay? All up in here, okay? The circle, the ankh, okay? The oneness in here. The 2 halves of the brain, the pineal. Yes? The eye. I'm going to read that again. Because that is power. It says, the all-powerful mind of the indwelling Christ consciousness in me dissolves and dissipates from my mind all. It didn't say some. It didn't say a little bit. It didn't say, the things that I think it does. It says all. I lost my place. All belief in indecision, anxiety, depression, and discouragement. For I dwell in the realm of peace. Period. I dwell in the realm of peace. That's it. Boom, bam, pow. Done and over with. Right? See what my time is here. Okay. We must heal ourselves from worry. The tension is relaxed as we gain confidence in good, in truth, and in beauty. Faith must overcome fear. And strong statements of faith should be used to erase the thoughts of doubt and worry that have assailed us. I have faith. I am faith. I abide in complete confidence. I do not waver nor falter in my faith, for I know that God, the source, the absolute, the all, the universal energy, the ever-loving, the ever-staying, oh my God, the foundation for which I stand, the source of which I draw from. The living spirit is the only presence there is or ever can be. Woo! Tell me that's not powerful. Tell me that y'all didn't feel that all up in here. Okay, how about my receptors? I'm like, the hair is standing. The hair is standing up. My sensory nerves are responding in every which way. They are like, yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. They like, say some more, say some more, say some more. I'm like, whew, that doesn't make you feel so good. I feel good. How's that song? I feel good. Baby, I feel good all over. Woo! Y'all know that's a classic. Okay. Moving on. Is the only presence that can ever be. Oh my gosh. Let's write this down. Can we say it together? Let's say it together. Repeat after me for all those that don't have the book. I have faith. I am faith. I abide in faith. All doubt and fear have left me. I understand why it is that I can remain in faith. I have complete confidence. I do not waver nor falter in my faith. For I know that God, or however you reference, the living spirit is the only presence there is or ever can be. I don't think I even need to go on with the rest of this text. I don't think I need to go on with the rest of this text. I think that was it. Because we got to get into the self-mastery tools and all that good stuff. But this, then again, this is YouTube, right? We're not restricted to time. Are you guys restricted to time? Should I continue on with the text, or should we should I cut it short and go straight to the self-mastery? Okay, yes, Sister Kimberly said, mine are receiving it too. Yes. Beloved voice, yes indeed, truth is magnificent to ears and soul. Ashe. Yes indeed. Okay, I'm just going to finish this one little paragraph. We should also erase the thoughts of yesterday that would rob us of today's happiness. Yeah, that's what I just talked about, the past, right? Leave that past where it's at. You've grown from that. You're still here. And I tell my clients all the time, are you still here? Have you been completely destroyed? You're in your right mind? Are you working? Are you clothing yourself? Are you feeding yourself? Are you functioning day to day, still handling your business? Okay. So that's something to celebrate. Let's focus on that. Stop recreating the hurt and pain all over yourself over and over again. It's not conducive to what you want to be, right? Your state of mind that you want to be in, which is what? The 3 P's. Peace, poise, and power. Yeah? So, stop about yesterday's thoughts. It was yesterday. What you creating today? What is it that you want today? Create that today. Be that today. Oh, gosh. And trust me, Soul Tribe, I give myself these words daily. We all in this thing together. But what has helped me along my journey of all of the things that I experienced and all of the mess and the mud and the muck and the dirt and the depression and the anxiety and the loneliness and all of the self-harm that I did and allowed others to do to me. This is how I got to this point here where you see this smile and giving off this energy. Because I understood as I studied and I meditated and I do my yoga and I go in and I seek clarity and when I seek the answers and I'm like, I get my messages and I get the downloads and I walk and I work at it every single day. You know that text that says, I die daily. That means a part of that ego, that subconscious mind that wants to keep saying, no, remember when this happened? Remember when you did that? Remember when that person did that? Remember when this person said that? Remember when that pain? Remember that trauma? It wants to keep filtering that back to you. You got to say no. What does it say here? The only presence there ever is spirit. And that spirit is only of harmony, peace, poise, and power. And that's where I want to be. That's who I am. Those experiences just shaped this being today. And you have to be grateful for that. You have to be grateful for that. See your power. See your power in that. Because that's your power. You throwing it away by keep focusing on the effect. You know? It's like, but guess what the positive effect was? You learned. You grew, right? You expanded, you evolved. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty. So we should Also erase the thoughts of yesterday that would rob us of today's happiness. There is nothing arising out of the past that can disturb me. The past, the present, and the future are one unbroken stream of good. You hear that? The past, the present, and the future are one extreme of good. It is. That was the start. The past was the start. The growing, the stretching. The present is where you at now. What intentions are you setting? What's the thoughts you putting in here now? That will then propel into your future. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Woo-hoo-hoo. If you can't smile after this text today, you got to go in and do some more work. But this right here is a game changer. It's a game changer. So, it says, I lose all thoughts that in the past have caused anxiety. The spirit knows no past and is not affected by the belief in any. The past is swallowed up in the victory of a perfect present, which is filled with love and protection. Equally, we must not have fear for the future. And you say, I see the future is bright with promise. It beckons me forward into a more complete realization of my own worth and my rightful place in the universe. All my tomorrows will be happy and filled with harmonious occupations. I look to the future with great and pleasurable anticipation, knowing it will expand my opportunity for radiant self-expression. I love my past and my future and understand that they are but continuations of the one unbroken chain of life. There is no future to be afraid of and no past to bring discord into the present. And I'm going to end it right there. So try from the text. Can we breathe that in? Can we breathe all those words in? Can we breathe all those affirmations in? We're going to hold it again. We're going to hold it for 4 counts this time. And I want you, as you're holding it in, I want those words to resonate here. I want you to hear those words. I want you to see those words as we're holding it. And then we're going to exhale anything that's not of those. Okay? Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Woo! Woo! Let me check in with you. Let's say, okay, all right. So, okay, I guess I told you guys and Nathan said, keep going. More reading. Yes. I love it. You got that right, see. Ain't no time limit on peace of mind. You hit the nail on the head with that one. But we gonna see. Whoo! After that, do we even need a self-mastery? I mean, I feel good right now. I feel fantastic. I can go out here and do a sprint down the street and run and just holler. Be like, I am faith. I have faith. The only thing that exists in my life is the 3 P's. Peace, poise, and power. Woo! Okay. But let's get into these self-mastery tools. Let's see what the angels and the spirit guides have for us today. What is the self-mastery tool for this week? What is it? Speak to me. Speak to we. Right? How about that? Speak to we. What is it? I'm like, I get excited. Like, what is it? Okay, here we go. I see whatever they pop out, whatever pops out. I'm like, what is the self-mastery for this week? What is it? Pop it. Whoop. Ooh. Okay. Serenity. Serenity is this week's self-mastery. Oh, wait. 2 of them popped out, so I'm gonna rock with it. Okay, and generosity. Serenity and generosity. 2 T's. It's a T. Okay. But the serenity says, I am aware of the difference between what I have to accomplish, what I have to put in the hands of others, and what I have to leave up to destiny. As a master, I am at peace with that. Serenity is. I am aware of the difference between what I have to accomplish, what I have to put in the hands of others, and what I have to leave up to destiny. As a master, I am at peace with that. Generosity. My heart is full and open, flowing with pure good feelings and good wishes for everyone. I believe my spontaneous instinct to give, and I am totally happy. That reminds me of myself. I love to give. I love to be a giver of love, okay? Of love, of peace, of joy, of happiness. Like, this is joy. This is joy for me. Like, this is happiness. This is why I can't stop smiling every time I get on here. You know, it's just like, oh my goodness. This is what I want to do, is just create a space. And, you know, everyone that knows me, and a couple people on here, especially my sister C, knows that I've just been talking about this land, you know, buying land and building a community where people can just come and be free, you know, be free and have no limitations, no inhibitions, just all our pure joy, again, with the wildness of childlike eyes and childlike energy, and just being free. You know? So, serenity. You have to be aware of the difference between what you have to accomplish. Because for us, a lot of us, it's like everything you got to accomplish. And then for me, because I'm working on not being such a perfectionist, okay? Because that's like one of my things. I'm like, no, it has to be perfect, it has to look like this, and it has to sound like this, and it has to be, and I have to. And Spirit's like, no, what you have to do is come back to center, okay? What you have to do is to focus on that breath. What you have to do is be consciously aware of all the pleasures around you, okay, each and every day. What you have to do is be aware of the love that supports you each and every day, okay? What you have to accomplish is the understanding that all that you desire is within you, and that there's no outside source. It's all within. So what you have to accomplish, you may want to tweak it a little bit. You know, you got to think about these things of have to. I have to. Meanwhile, all these outside physical things ain't got nothing to do with how you're destroying yourself through your what? Your receptors, these neurons that's taking in all of these things. So let's put that on the have to list. You have to be aware of what you expose yourself to. Yes, that's what we have to do. Okay, and then it says what? Have to know the difference between what you have to put in the hands of others. A lot of times, a lot of us don't ask for support. Like I was those type of being. I'm kind of like still on that fence with that. It's like asking for help. You gotta ask for help. And to me, it's like I'm Superwoman. I'm like, put the ass on my chest and I'm gonna get it all done. You know, and then that's like how I grew up. My mother was the same way. But it's like learning to reach out to others. Be like, I need some help. But then it's like, I found that when I did reach out, then it's like when you don't get help, it's like you go back into the show. Like, you see, this is why I don't ask nobody to help. Nobody helps. But a lot of times, the universe just is stretching you some more. Because a lot of things that when I reached out to other beings for assistance and they didn't assist, I had to then go back and then learn how to do it myself. But then when I found the beauty in that is that right after that, then here comes somebody else like, do you know how to? And I'm like, why, yes. Yes, I do. I do know how to do that. Why? Because I had to learn how to do it, So, again, there's always that full circle. That circle is always there. And so sometimes we don't know why things are transpiring to us. But again, it's all growth. It's all to grow and stretch you. And then last it says, and what I have to leave up to destiny. Sometimes you just got to do the work, do what you do, and leave the rest up to the universe to make it work, to make it happen. Again, it's just like, during this. I was like, oh my gosh, people come over to the YouTube page because, I'm no longer, doing Facebook and I wonder who gonna come over. But it's like, they're like, why are you even thinking about all of that? You put it out there, do what you do, and let the universe take care of the rest. And look at you guys, you're here. You're here. So, again, that's how you get the serenity. Putting those things in order, those three things into proper order. That's how you get to the serenity. And the generosity. My heart is full and open, flowing with pure good feelings and wishes for everyone. Because what I always tell you guys, that everybody is a reflection of you. They are a reflection of you. Okay? And so everyone, especially that's in your immediate circle, they're a reflection of you. We're all reflections of each other. We're all thoughts. So you gotta listen, what you put out for others, comes back. Reciprocity is real. It's real. So it's all energy. It's all good energy at the end of the day. So it says, I follow my spontaneous instinct to give. And I'm totally happy. So if you feeling that energy to give and you're a giver, because that's something that I had to grow from. That was one of also my I don't even know what to call it, but I don't like the issues, but is that, I found myself always giving. I used to have this pity pat party, I give and I give and I give and I never receive. And, one day, Spirit was like, you like giving? And I was like, yes, I do. Does it bring joy to you to give? I'm like, yeah, I do love to give. And they're like, okay, so what's the problem? Why are you worried about what he, she, it, they, or whatever is not doing in return? Are you doing it so that others can do it for you, or do you do it because you get joy out of it? And it's a beautiful thing, and it's something that you should do. And I was like, wow, Okay, well, I guess you told me, you didn't put me all into place, you didn't put me into place. Okay. And so you just gotta give willingly. And it's when you look for a return in man in the physical, that's where you mess up anyway. It's the gifts come from here, from love, the gifts, you draw them to you. So it don't even matter. It's what you put out, you get back. So let them, let the universe take care of their part of, whomever you feel like is not doing this or not doing that. Send them some love and some light, and say, may they have a generosity spirit, a generous spirit, may my energy rub off on them. May they receive that good energy of giving. That's what she's saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. Speaking of saying, okay. I know you guys are saying more. I can see it over there, but I don't know. Maybe it's not coming back on here. So let's go to this power. Let's go to the power. Power, 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 power. I got the power. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got the power. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, here we go. What is the power? Okay, the power to adjust. That's the power. And it reads, I flow as a spiritual river with currents of love, tranquility, and gentleness. I flex and flow, never impeded. My destiny is to constantly flow to God, the source, the universe, the absolute, the all, the loving, the kind, the bliss, the serenity, the ocean of love and gentleness, the power to adjust. Water, we are water. Yes, we are. We are water. We flow, right? Water just flows. It is never impeded. Water gets through, right? That spiritual river, right? Which spirit, what encompasses what? All. And spirit is what did the text say? Harmonious, right? Meaning one. We are not separate from anything. We are one, right? So we're flowing, it says, with currents of love, tranquility, and gentleness. I flex and flow, never impeded. My destiny is to constantly flow to the source, to God, the ocean of love and gentleness. So when we adjust our way of thinking and being, when we adjust those thoughts, when we adjust, be mindful of the nerves and what they are receiving, we flow in our tranquility and our gentleness and our love. Ah, Soul Tribe. It has been another beautiful session with all of you. I am so grateful for all of you that have joined me over here. Thank you so much. I'm uber appreciative for your support. Please share. Tell a friend, tell some family, tell a stranger. Because as you guys, if you have gotten anything from this, imagine what the power of sharing it so that someone else can receive it will do. And then one by one, we change humanity. If everyone can get to this thought process, remember, thoughts create things. So then things will start to change. As the masses have one universal thought, then we will project it outwardly and everything will change. So, yes, share, hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed. But I know everyone in here is already subscribed. But again, tell others to subscribe. And again, it is time. It is time to get your mind right. And if you need that extra assistance and you again, sister, my family needs some assistance. Get it for your family. Get it for a loved one. But it is time. The raw method works. Releasing what no longer serves you. Releasing those negative thoughts, negative feelings, experiences, traumas, all that. And then accepting the responsibility to which your thoughts drew certain energies and experiences to you. And then afterwards, you can walk in your authority and your authenticity. So sign up over www.Sumersoul. Out there, you can actually hit the website right on this little button somewhere on my page that says my website. www.summer solstice SOULSTICE.com, and it's right on the first page. You got the little brain lifting some weights. You gotta exercise that mind, get that mind right. So go on over there and hit that button and schedule a session today. As I always end, where there is love, there is no fear, and where there is fear, there is no love. I love you guys. See you on next Monday. Peace, love, and light. Have a beautiful week.